Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at GreatMillStone that rule well, and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah, man, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson is going to be edifying, and we're just going to go into the subject of being a workman in this thing of ours, man, and what it means to edify. So first and foremost, I'm going to read the scripture one more time. It says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. So you got to study in this, man. All right, you got to use your leisure time or whatever time that you have spare, man, whatever it may be, on your downtime, so to speak, to basically study, man, to show yourself approved, all right, unto the Most High. Okay, because the Lord knows those that are lukewarm, man, and if you're lukewarm in this, He's going to spit you out of His mouth. Okay, that's why we were specifically told to occupy until the Lord comes, man. And when you look up in that word occupy, I believe in the Greek is pragmaturomai, which basically means to maintain a business of a trader or a banker, man. All right, that's why you can't be sitting on your talents in this truth. You got to be using, as a workman, you got to be using every single facet or every tool that you have in your body, and which you were gonna use for the world, but apply it to this truth. All right, as a master builder, as a workman in this thing of ours, man, as a fellow laborer. Okay, it says a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. We ain't supposed to be ashamed by studying, man. Don't worry about, this guy's, he's always got his head in the book and shit. You might have demons jump on your family members and shit. Ever since he started going out and listening to those crazy guys, all of a sudden now he's got his head in the book and shit. He thinks he knows it all. Man, look, man. A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, man, because they're the ones that are going to be ashamed in the end, man. They're the ones that are going to be getting burnt up in the missiles, man. All right, screaming to get their asses on the chariot while we're just basically getting beamed up, Lord willing, with those men, okay? Now, let's go into the word workman, okay? This is workman on Google. It's just got the straight up definition. It says, a man employed to do manual labor, all right? Do we not do manual labor when we go out on the highways and the byways and we teach this word, man? Our backs all clicking and our knees are hurting and shit. Think about the apostles, man. They ain't taking no breaks. That's why we give double honors, man. All right? They're the laborers that ain't stopped, man, and their works are going to follow them. Okay? It says a person with specified skill in a job or craft. All right? Now, you might have a job in the world and shit, but don't ever catch yourself working harder for the so-called white man than you do for the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright, because the Lord sees that, man. And the Lord sees if you're hot or cold, man. He said, if you're lukewarm, alright. He said he'd rather that you were hot, alright. Because if you're lukewarm, He's gonna spew you out of His mouth, alright. So you got to be using, as a workman, you got to be using every tool that the Most High has given you and apply it to this truth, man. You can't be sitting and twiddling your thumbs, man. Okay. Now let's look up the definition of to edify real quick, because I did look these up before just to have them ready, Now the word edify, okay, it says to build, and this is from etymonline.com. It says to build or to construct. All right, it says to build up morally or in faith, and that's what we're doing when we go out there and we teach this word. As we do these sit downs, what do we say? Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. All right, Lord willing, this lesson will be beneficial to you to build you up in the faith. All right, because it says to be built up morally or in faith. All right, to build up your morals, man. All right, to generate that faith. All right, give you a moral a backbone, so to speak, within this thing of ours, man, within righteousness. Okay, it says to build, install, teach, instruct. Okay, and that's what we do. Does the scripture not say be apt to teach? All right, and that's what we do when we go out there, man. We go out there on the chief places of concourse, and we put up these shows. Certain brothers be doing live shows and stuff, and that's a beautiful thing because brothers are building, man. And only sincere brothers are going to be doing that consistently. All right, not just one hit wonders. You ain't just going to be putting up one video, yeah, get a few praises on a video, and then all of a sudden, because you ain't getting no more praises from brothers anymore because you're looking to serve your own vain belly, all right, then basically you ain't doing no more videos anymore, man. That's doing the work of the Most High deceitfully, all right? And a man that does the work of the Most High deceitfully is accursed, man. The scripture says that, okay? And it says in late Latin, to improve spiritually or instruct. Now that's self-explanatory, okay? Now I'm going to go into the next scripture real quick. Just get my Blue Letter Bible app. And hang on a sec. I think it's First Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9. I think, yeah, for 3 verse 9. Salakia. It says, for we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building. Okay, so we're laborers together, man. All right, building up the spiritual house, man. All right. And a workman needeth not to be ashamed, man. Take all them tools out of that toolbox, man. Use it. If you brothers can speak in tongues, use that gift. If you brothers can read, use that gift. If you can speak, use that gift that the Most High has given you, man. All right. If your lot is to put up videos, re-upload videos or edit videos, use those talents, man. Use those gifts. Okay. You know what happened when it comes to the parable of the talents, man, and the guy that sat on his talent and did nothing, man. All right. So the Most High took his talents away and gave it to the other servants, man. All right, you don't want to be that guy, okay? You want to be faithful over a few things, so the Most High will make us Lord over many things, man. All right, and that's a beautiful thing because our works do follow us, man. Those that die in Yahweh Shai are gonna rise first, man, and that's a beautiful thing, okay? Whether we have to die for this thing or not, okay? It says, according to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. Like case in point, you had in Genesis 11, the Tower of Babel, man. All right. Now there were certain guys that were building the Tower of Babel, and everyone had come together under one world order, so to speak, just like they're trying to do, because it's not in this very day, man, because there's nothing new under the sun. But what did the Most High Yahweh do to stop those builders, man, from building that Tower of Babel? All right, because it was a symbol of their pride, man, trying to reach it up to the heavens, so to speak. You can read it for yourself in Genesis 11. All right, but what did he do to their main tool of communication? All right, it was communication, and he confounded it, man. All right, he confounded their language, and they all started speaking in different languages, and that tool that he took out of their toolbox was no longer used to build up their fucking a Tower of Babylon, man. All right, and because the Most High did that, man, he confounded their speech. Then they stopped building, man. They couldn't communicate anymore. So the tower, hey, man, it came to naught. All right. That's why, look, man, as a wise master builder, you got to be using the tool that the Most High gave you, man. All right. The Lord ain't fitting to confound our languages, man. The Lord is fitting to further enhance. That's why you see brothers doing videos speaking in tongues, man. All these different languages. All right, because if you ain't taking care on how you're building upon, man, then how is the other brother next to you that speaks the same language gonna know or be built up or be edified in the language wherein you were speaking it, man? All right, so you got to use your gift as speaking in tongues, man. Okay, use your tools. All right, like it says, a workman needeth not to be ashamed, man. Okay, it says, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. Yeah, you got to be taking heed how you build, man. Because it's not just about how you build yourself up. It's not just about yourself, man. How you build yourself up, obviously, it has a chain reaction. It affects how the brothers around you are being built up as well, man. Because if a guy, let's just say you're at the camp and a guy asks you for a certain precept and you give him a completely different precept, all right, that he didn't even ask for, it's off the point. It throws the spirit off, man. All right, you ain't taking heed how you build if they're upon, man. Say you're building up a house, you ask a guy for a spanner and he hands you a ruler, man. What the fuck you gonna do with a ruler? You asked for a spanner, so he ain't taking heed on how he's building the fort. He ain't building you up, man. All right, you guys ain't building together. He's trying to do his own thing. All right, and he ain't listening to instructions, man. All right. When you went into the etymology of the word edify, man, it was talking about being able to construct or teach or instruct and teach, man. Okay. Okay. To build up morally in faith, to build, construct, okay, to teach or instruct, okay, so you got to be instructing as well as teaching, man, and that's what the word edification means, man, okay. And let's go back in the scriptures. I believe I had another one. I'm gonna close out on this one, Luke 9:62 real quick, man, okay, because we already read that we are the Most High's husbandry, right? All right, and what's husbandry? Husbandry is basically a workman that works on a farm, man. All right, but how is this going to be applied to this scripture? It says Luke 9:62. Then Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. And a plow is a farming instrument, man. All right, and when we do these shows and we go out on the highways and the byways, that's the symbology of us being put to work, man. All right, and no man that having put his hand to the plow looking back is fit for the kingdom, man. If you come into this thing and you start building, but you didn't take care on how you was building thereupon, the Most High said you ain't fit for the kingdom, man. And he's going to take all those things that you learned in this truth away from you, man. Okay? Now let's get one last precept. 1 Peter's. Right. 2 and 5. 1 Peter 2 and 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house. Okay, we are called lively stones. Why are we called lively stones? Because we are lively, man. We're a lively people. Alright, we're the best singers, the best dancers. You best believe, man, you know, the best athletes, man, the best cooks. Alright? The scripture says that we're the salt of the earth, man. We are lively, man. Just look at our women, man. Alright? The scripture says that the daughters of Jerusalem are lively, all right? It says, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High, Yahweh, by Yahushua HaMashiach, man. All right, so Romans 12 and 1 tells you to go out there and make your body a living sacrifice, man. All right, and by the act of you actually putting your hand to the plow, man, that's an example of a spiritual sacrifice, man. All right? Those that seek to save their life shall lose it, and those that lose their life for my sake shall find it, man. All right? And that's a sacrifice in itself. When we make sacrifices, man, you might seem like a victim out there sometimes, man. You might seem like, but the thing is, the Lord said, blessed are ye when men shall revile you, man. All right? Is that not an example of a sacrifice, man? Being reviled? Going out there, people snapping on you all the time, man. Telling you, look, go get a job, you bum. All right? The scripture said that we were going to be seen as the offscouring of the earth. All right? But going back to that precept in Timothy, man, let's go get it one more time. All right? And then we're going to close out on this. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved, which a part of studying is the studying the volume of the book, the whole roll. All right? And a part of that is this also, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. All right, and that's the main point that I wanted to go back to, man. Don't be ashamed when these scoffers and these scorners tell you to fucking go get a job, man. The Lord tell us that we were going to be ridiculed, man. All right, they persecuted the Lord, so how much more us, man? All right, the Lord said in John 7 and 7, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify that the works therein are evil, man. All right, so go out there and rightly divide the word of truth, man. Double honors to the apostles, man, for allowing us, for teaching us the word of truth, rightly being divided. All right? And study, man. And all you workmen out there, man, you fellow laborers, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Brakatan, man. Lord willing, this was edifying, man. Let's build, man. And let's take care on how we build thereupon. So with that, man, Lord willing, you were edified. And I'm going to say shalom, man.